what's your next job? Okay, have a nice life. I didn't have to call the press because they called me. I'm just in my book era right now, okay? Because I'm like, wait, do I look old now? Think outside the box, that's what I'm gonna say. What was your least favourite thing about working in Six? Hello and welcome back to another video. Today is just a regular video instead of a vlog because as always, I haven't vlogged. Not as always. No, I need to give myself credit. Not as always, sometimes I do vlog, but this week I haven't vlogged. She's been a busy girl. But I have had time to put a little Q&A sticker on my Instagram story, so I thought I'd use this video to do a little Q&A because I feel like people have a lot of questions all the time, so let me just clear some things up, right? Right, how many responses do we have? It doesn't tell me how many responses, but we have lots of responses, so should I just take a random stab in the dark? Boom. First question, Jacob Fowler, what's your next job? Also, can we appreciate Ruben here? He's just chilling on my pillow. That's probably so unhygienic, isn't it? That's okay. He can do what he wants because he's the cutest. So obviously, I put on the story, don't ask what my next job is because I can't tell you. But of course, my friend Jacob Fowler has asked anyway. And he actually already knows, so he's just trolling me at this point. No, it's not just Jacob. Lots of people have asked. And I genuinely can't say. I would seriously get fired before the job even starts. So I cannot say. Maybe preemptively, I've announced that I've got a new job. But I haven't said like if it's a long contract, if it's a short contract, where it is, what it is. So there's loads of guesses. There's loads of guesses happening. I'm just gonna let you do your thing, but think outside the box. That's what I'm gonna say. Okay, Darcy Pentland, little baby glitter. She's not little anymore. She's like 13. Has asked, who's your biggest inspiration? So I feel like I've been this type of person in life that I don't have like one favourite thing or one best friend or one favourite show or one favourite performer and stuff like that. Obviously there's a couple of things where I do think that is actually my favourite, but in general I have lots of favourites and I have lots of inspirations and stuff like that for depending on the thing. I wouldn't ever want to like pin someone up as my inspiration when I mean I might not know them in real life or I might not know what they're actually like and stuff like that. So like it depends on the thing. Like growing up, I was really inspired by Jessie J, and I still am, to be fair. I think she's incredible. But obviously she's not like, she did actually do theatre when she was younger. Oh my God, Jessie J on the podcast, can you imagine? I think she trained at the Brit School and then went into like, I don't know, maybe she did shows when she was a kid. I need to look that up, hold on. Did Jessie J do musicals as a child? She did. Jessie J began her career on stage at the age of 11 in the West End production of Andrew Lloyd Webber's Whistle Down the Wind. She also performed with the National Youth Music Theatre in Sweet Charity and Titanic, according to The Guardian. She attended the Brit School, got that right. So yeah, Jessie J is a stagey girly actually, so maybe she is my inspiration in more ways than one. Also, I think the perfect casting for Sally Bowles, I mean, there'll be lots of perfect castings for Sally Bowles, but a perfect casting for Sally Bowles, Jessie J. Jessie J as Sally Bowles. Surely. Can you see that? Ruben. Sorry, this dog's hilarious. So Jessie J is a big inspiration for me. But then like my mum inspires me. My friends inspire me every day. Like I think different parts of different personalities and different people's traits like inspire me to be a better person or to work harder or to spend more time with family. I don't know. Lots of different things. So I don't have like a singular inspiration. I mean, someone who in the musical theatre world who inspires me massively is Carrie Hope Fletcher, Lucy Jones, people who I've just seen in shows and just been like, wow, you are incredible. And I also think because they're from the UK, like it feels more like close to home that when, I don't know, that's a weird one. But when they're like British performers, or actually Lucy is Welsh, I think, but you know what I mean. It feels not attainable, but it feels like closer to home. Okay, I love this because I love when people ask me questions about like just general life things. What's your favourite mascara? Okay, hold on. Let me get all my mascaras that I like. Okay, so current mascara that I'm wearing. I don't know if it's my favourite, but it's just the one I bought, so I'm like, I need to just use it, is the Glossier mascara Lash Slick, and this is in like brown. I wanted to get a brown mascara, and the girl in Space NK was like, you get this Glossier one. It's not doing much, but like I didn't really want it to do much. Like I actually sometimes prefer the way I look without mascara on. I don't know why, sometimes I just prefer that. Anyway, but I do like this one because it's a bit more subtle. I, in general, feel like I need waterproof mascara. I said this in my 6 Get Ready With Me videos. Waterproof mascara is better for me, especially when I'm on stage, because it doesn't like go everywhere. I think I've got quite, I'm not oily, but like I get quite, just like round here. I don't know, the mascara like goes on my lid and under here. So mascara, waterproof mascara is better. The Sky High Lash Sensationnel by Maybelline. This is the waterproof one that I wear, although this is almost run out. How can you tell when the mascara's run out? Like, I don't know. So, my friend Lou May on TikTok and Insta, she did a thing with Caroline Hirons, who's like the skin guru, and Lou was like, this is my favourite mascara. So this is the Max Factor Max Factor 2000 calorie waterproof mascara, and this is also in black brown. So that's going to be my next one that I'm going to try. Literally just got that out of the bag, haven't used that yet, but this is good for like holiday and stuff like that. So they're my 3 mascaras. Also, while we're here, I bought, of course I did, this, the Wonder Stain, is that what it's called? Wonder Skin, Wonder Stain? Wonder Skin lip stain. I bought this from Selfridges, but you can literally get it on TikTok shop. I get an ad for it like every maybe 20 seconds. This is the shade XOXO, Gossip Girl. So let's put it on, shall we? Right, so you know how I'm really awful at doing lip liner? This is like that times 10 because it's like bright blue and it stains your lips. I can't really see because the viewfinder is quite small on this camera. So, wish me luck. Are you doing good? No. I fear I'm not. Okay. Right, I need to look in the mirror properly because... Oh. Oh, okay. Oh gosh. It's not like sitting on my lips properly. I think my lips were maybe a bit wet. Maybe I should have dried my lips properly before putting this on. Basically meant to put it on, leave it on for a minute. Okay, let's just leave it at that. It's by no means perfect, but I'm going to leave it on for a minute. So let's do another question. Let's just take a random, stop. I met you in 2023. Do you remember going to West End Stage and performing Lifeboat? Yeah, I do. I went and I sang in front of a load of like theatre kids, and it was the best day because they all just like loved it and they loved the song and they knew the song and they were like, woo, go Hannah, go on. It was so fun. Anyway, moving on. What is your natural hair colour? This is my natural hair colour. This blonde is fake. It's like that colour, but it's actually not that dark. Like if I was to grow that whole thing out, which would take years, if I was to grow it all out, it wouldn't look that dark, I don't think. But yeah, it's like mousy brown kind of vibes. This is a good one. What is the best track you've done in terms of bathroom breaks? I feel like this is an American person. Bathroom. I would say toilet breaks, but tomato. Best track I've done, Heather Chandler, in terms of toilet breaks. Act 2 in Heather's, Heather Chandler is chilling. She's just hardly on stage. And when she is, you know, you're just, it sounds bad. I'm not saying it's easy, but she's wearing the like kimono thing and her little pajamas. It's really just chilled, comfortable outfit. You walk on stage, do like a scary dead thing or funny dead thing, and then walk off. And she's just chilling backstage with Kurt and Ram for like most of Act 2. So I would say Heather Chandler. The Queens in 6, not at all. My track in SpongeBob, not at all. That was one of those shows where like you couldn't go back to the dressing room, well, we couldn't go back to the dressing room during the show at all because it was just so constant, on, off, on, off. But it just depends on the show, really. It's 6, obviously, no bathroom breaks. I feel like there was a couple times where people had to run off and use the bathroom, but they did it during Heart of Stone. So you have like 3 minutes to go off, use the toilet and come back. But the costumes, like getting out of those costumes, if you've watched the vids on the old TikTok, you'll know that these costumes are not quick to get in and out of. And you can't just like pull your pants down and go to the toilet. Like you have to take off your in-ears, which go under your choker, which then means you have to take off like, if I was to go to the bathroom as Catherine Howard, I'd have to go choker off, in-ears out, corset off, skirt off, leotard down, 2 pairs of tights down, pants down, wee down the toilet, and then all of that back on. So I fear a bathroom break in that track is not going to happen. Wait, has it been a minute? Let's see. So it's not going to be like, it's not going to be giving like life-changing lip colour. This is like a used makeup wipe because I'm not using a new one. Okay, what are we saying? Are they a bit pinker than before? Oh, they're still a bit blue. Are they pinker than before? Maybe let's just cut back to a clip of me before and we can see if they're pinker. 3, 2, 1. Okay, who knows? Next question. That song's stuck in my head. Oh, he's just getting comfy. Oh, where are you going? Okay. Have fun. Okay, Niana asked, what has been the most common type of role you've been cast for? Like, what's your typecast? So this is an interesting one because I thought my typecast was like young, fun, like preppy. Is preppy the right word? Not sure. Like teenage, school, girly whirly, you know? Maybe not school, but like high school. Kind of, I don't know. I thought my typecast was like young vibes. And in the past year, I've been humbled, okay? Because, you know, I thought I was giving Eponine, not that that's young and fun, because Eponine's like very serious, but she's like young. I thought I was giving Eponine, they thought I was giving Fontaine, you know? And I'm not saying Fontine's old because she is not old. Just want to get that straight. But Fontaine is like the kind of more mature one of the two, and they're not even around at the same time as adults, if you know what I mean, because Fontaine dies before Eponine is an adult. Yeah, correct. But I just feel like Fontaine's like the more mature one. I don't know. So I feel like I'm at an in-between stage, and it is giving me a bit of a complex because I'm like, wait, do I look old now? And I know I don't. In my right mind, I know that I don't. I'm 27, but I still feel in my like young era. So I think I'm just starting to realise that I am 27 and there are graduates coming out now that are like 19, 20 and they do look younger. So there's only so long I can like go like trying to like look young. But I think I still pass and I think I still bring like a young energy. Although I can be serious if you want me to be. But yeah, we're in an in-between stage right now. What other like auditions have I even had this year? Let me see. I've been keeping some more on my notes app because I'm really bad at like just forgetting like what auditions I've had, and I've literally hardly had any auditions this year, to be honest. Like I've had like 4 audition processes. I'm not going to share exactly what for and when because I don't want to like cause any issues. But I can't always play a computer, you know? I think as my first like my main roles that I've done have been like Heather's was like a school kid, not kid, a teenager. SpongeBob was a sardine. SpongeBob was like silly, and Karen the computer probably didn't have an age because she's a computer. And then like 6, I'm essentially just playing myself, but like channeling Catherine Howard and Catherine Parr. I'm not actually playing Catherine Parr because she's dead in real life. Let's do a couple more. I'm trying to find some good questions, guys. I don't know what type of questions it is I want to answer, but some of these aren't slapping. It's all just like, what's your next job? When can you tell us? Blah, blah. And I'm like, I don't know, please. Oh. What was your least favourite thing about working in 6? Okay, my least, well, my lips feel so dry. Aquaphor. Ad, joking, it's not an ad. Okay, my least favourite thing about being in 6. I went back to do emergency cover. Have I talked about that on the vlog yet? Yeah, I did a whole vlog about it. Duh. I went back to emergency cover, and I don't know what it is, but it's that like sitting on the train on the way into work and just feeling anxiety. Can you feel anxiety or can you feel anxious? I think it's feeling anxious. I don't know if that's the same thing. Don't come for me. It's the sitting on the train on the way into work, kind of not knowing what to expect and not knowing what the day is going to bring and not knowing what's going to come out and stuff like that. And it's like that anxious feeling that was probably my least favourite thing. I felt like for me, that job was very consuming in the way that I woke up in the morning, I checked my phone to see if I was going to be on or not. All throughout the day, I'm waiting to hear my phone beep to tell me if I'm going to be on or not. And I probably should have found some ways to like just free myself from that and just go with the flow. But yeah, I think that is, and I can deal with it. Like that is something that I do deal with and it's fine. But like in terms of what I like, I love doing the show, so it's not like I'm waiting because I don't want to do it and I'm scared. Like I love doing the show, but it's just like the not know it. I just dribbled, oops. It's the not knowing the plans. I'm like a plan person. And you ask any of my family, I'm like, so what's the plan? Give me some details, give me like dates, directions, times, and I'll be there and I'll give you my full attention and my full energy. But like I just need to know what the plan is. So like not being able to plan was sometimes tricky, but then that also is contradictory because that comes along with covering, and I do like covering and I do enjoy covering, so, and I do think it's something that I'm good at. Did I just say that about myself? Oh. No, I'm gonna say that with my chest. I think that one of my strong points is covering. So it's contradictory because it's something like this that I actually kind of thrive at most of the time, sometimes not so much. And then actually it causing me anxiety is so contradictory, but I guess such is life. I just have to get on with it. And I think I probably could have spent some time during 6 like finding some ways to like deal with that and like letting go and just going with the flow. But sometimes I'm like, I'll go with the flow, but which way is the flow going, you know? Did that make sense? I'd say that's one of my least favourite things. And actually, one more. You didn't ask for 2, I'm going to give you 2. One of my least favourite things was, the costumes were gorgeous, but like, I just felt trapped in sometimes in my costumes because they're made of plastic. They don't leave much room for like fluctuation and stuff like that. And like as a woman, as a growing girl, I don't know. I just sometimes put that costume on, I'd be like, because they are so gorgeous and the team do such a good job at like making them fit us as well as possible and like making them look good and stuff like that. Also, it's probably an issue with my posture, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like most of the time I'm like a prawn and I'm sitting like this, and when you wear those costumes you can't, so it's like as soon as you're in it, it's like locked in. Like I see people getting in their costumes at the 5-minute call and I'm like, oh, wouldn't that be nice? But actually, would it? Because I like being ready by like the half. So I've got time for content. A couple of years ago, I went on Amber's amazing podcast, Call to Stage. And she was like, it wasn't called Call to Stage, it was called Your 5-Minute Call at the time. And she was like, so at the 5-minute call, what's your ritual? What are you doing? And I was like, I'm in my costume and I have my tripod and I'm doing content. Because truly, this is when you've got a dual career like this, you have to be setting time aside to do the content. So for me, that works, but not for everyone. Right, let's do a couple more questions. How long have you worked in theatre? So I have actually been working professionally since 2006/7. So how old would I have been? I was born in 1997, so that's 10, age 9, 10, and 27 now. So like 17 years. But it's kind of different because I did some jobs as a kid. I did I did 3 shows when I was a kid. I did Sound of Music, Oliver, and Shitty Bang Bang UK tour. And I did an advert for Harvey's the Furniture Store, which I think I've spoken about before, on my like spotlight video. And then I obviously had a big break because then I was like going off being a kid and getting my education and stuff like that. And then I started working professionally again when I graduated from, basically how it happened was I did 3 years at Italia Conti in Guildford, which was before the school was like the big school in Woking. And then I graduated from there, had a year of like auditioning, working part-time a million different places, and just like trying to book a job. And I just wasn't booking anything. I did panto, but I wasn't booking anything, and I just didn't feel ready. Like not that I didn't feel ready, I didn't feel old enough. Like I didn't feel mentally like mature enough either. So I went back and did another year of training at the London School of Musical Theatre, which was like a pure musical theatre, hence the name, focus. And that kind of like helped put all the puzzle pieces together for me, because I started training when I was young. I started my professional training when I was 16. So like a lot of people do their A-levels and then do their 3-year course, whereas I just did my 3-year course straight away. So, and that works for some people, but for me, it did work, but it helped me get like my core skills and my like core training. And then I just felt like I needed an extra year to like settle in a way. So yeah, I kind of worked as a kid and now I'm working as an adult. What the heck? Okay, last question. We're gonna do a random. Stop. Why did you stop? Sorry, the first one. Okay, I lied. The first one said, "Are you a natural blonde?" And I was like, I've already answered that. So Tilly or so said, "Why did you start social media?" Right. I never used to even like use social media. I just consumed it. I just was like a scroller, watching other people's content. I followed like the fitness girlies and like stuff like that. Like when influencing was a thing, I loved YouTube. Hey Jim. I loved watching like Zoe and Louise and all of like the OG like Brit crew. I used to love watching them. I never went to any of the like VidCon stuff. Anyway, besides the point, I loved consuming social media, but I'd hardly ever posted, like not even once a month, like hardly ever. And then when it got into COVID times and I got the job at Tesco, I was just really bored. Honestly, I was really bored and I just wanted to like spread some musical, not even spread some joy. I didn't really even think anyone might see it, but I just wanted to like get my like ideas out of my brain and like into something. And so that's why I started making like videos of me at Tesco. I didn't really think I was like doing it as a career, because I definitely wasn't at the time. I was just doing it for fun. I remember going into my manager's office at Tesco and being like, I've hit 10,000 followers on TikTok. And she was like, oh my God, well, don't quit when you get too famous. Like, and obviously 10,000 followers is still a really good amount, and it was really exciting at the time. So yeah, I just didn't really realize I was doing social media. I was just making videos that were funny, and then like a couple of them went viral. The first one that went viral was the 7 a.m. the usual morning lineup, but it's like, what did I say? I can't remember what it was. It was literally like 5 years ago, but I'm sure you can find it on my TikTok. That went viral, and then but like viral at the time was like 700,000 views, and I was like, oh my God, call the press. But I didn't have to call the press because they called me. Anyway, I did another video that went viral, and then like BBC News, ITV News, like all of these news channels and like different accounts on socials were like contacting me to like repost my video, and like the news wanted to like come into the store and like film me and like come to my house and film me. It was like, it was crazy. But honestly, things like something like that, where it's like a way that you feel like you're finally getting out there and like not making it, because I don't love that phrase, but like you're finally being seen, you're finally like potentially making a breakthrough in the world of media and musical theatre. It was really exciting for me. And I remember it was like around my birthday month in September in 2021. And I just remember I felt like it was like all happening. I felt like I was like floating. And then I booked Heather's like a couple of months later, and my life just like changed overnight. And literally overnight, like I got Heather's on the Saturday and I started rehearsals on the Monday. So, and I was having a sleepover with my friends on Saturday night. So it was like, everything happened so fast, and to be honest, like I was like on another planet at that time in my life, and like it's not that I wasn't grounded, but like I wasn't like present. I was just like laser focused on like doing a good job, because this is what I'd like spent my years and years and years like dreaming for. That was a really long-winded answer, but you get the idea. I didn't really start it thinking I was doing anything, and now it's like full-blown career. So I'm very grateful. I'm excited for the future, because it feels like I have something that's my own. It's, you know, and it is my own. It's my own channel, it's my own podcast, it's my own show, it's things like that. So it makes everything just feel, yeah, really exciting. I know that's a really boring word to use. Exciting, really riveting, really ecstatic. No, that was wrong. I don't know. Oh, okay, last thing I wanted to say was I've been reading this book, The Let Them Theory, and I fear it's changed my life. Just reading through, I'm only on page 115. I'm not even halfway through yet. And some of the things I'm reading about, it's like I have to read it, give it a couple of days to like let it sink in, and then start again, because it's so much information. But it's really simple. I can't even really explain to you what it is, but it's just helping me like let other people do what they want to do and say what they want to say, and all I can control is like my reaction and what I'm doing and what I'm saying, you know? So like it's really helps me, especially with social media and with seeing videos of me online and people commenting nasty things, which always happens. I'm not like, woe is me. There's like an ad. It's really not an ad, but I'm just in my book era right now, okay? She's in her reading era. It's just helped me realize that if people want to say nasty things about me, or if people want to have any type of opinion about me, that's okay. Let them say that. That's their choice. That's their decision. That's their prerogative. That's your prerogative. All I can control is my reaction. So let you call me an annoying, cringy girl. Let me say, okay, have a nice life. You know? Like that's, I don't know. It's not as simple as that. But I would recommend, if anyone's kind of finds themselves caught up in other people's opinions all the time and what other people are doing all the time, which I do, then I would highly recommend this book. Anyway, that's the end of the video. I hope that was okay. I hope this is long enough for you all. Hopefully next week we're going to come to you with a vlog or another fun video like this. We'll see. But yeah, I'm already like planning names for the new vlog series. That's all I'm gonna say. Or maybe we'll just carry on with like vlogs. Just vlogs. Let me just put a bit of spritz on. I've got to go for a PT session. I don't want to smell sweaty. I've got to go for a PT session. No, I'm joking. I want to go. I'm excited to get strong. Alright, I'm gonna go now. Thank you all for watching. You can still get tickets to Have Rihanna Live, my live podcast show. If you don't know, get to know. I'll leave the link in the description. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to like, comment, share, do whatever you want to do, really. As long as it's nice. Be kind. Love you all. Goodbye.